Urban, I know you got a lot of rings in those jewelry boxes in your house. What's the special message that ring has for you?
Well, two things. Number one is the age-old, time-tested science and objective truth that hard work pays off. And that was the hardest working. That was a nasty team. And I mean, I had a professional scout about week 8 or 9 comes out and watch practice, and we were doing inside drill. And Tim Tebow is, and as Brandon Spike's on defense, Tim and these great players. But it was game on. And after about 3 snaps, I stopped it. I said, "We're not doing this. You guys are killing each other here. Let's save it for our opponent." And we had a big game. It was LSU or something like that. And I said, "Get out of here. Go get away from each other," because that's how good. And the pro scout looked at me after practice, said, "Why'd you stop inside drill?" I told him. He said, "I'm just telling you, Coach, I've been a scout for 30 years. You're better than most NFL teams." I looked at him, I go, "What?" And he says, "That inside drill, as long as he's been around," he said, "I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that." Where, it was like we're getting ready to play. It was 4th and 1 against LSU right there on a Tuesday afternoon. And so that's number one. Number two is, once again, I'm very biased, but that's arguably one of the greatest teams. I know people rank them all the time, and I've been lucky to be around some great teams. That was a great, great, great team.
I don't think that you can, in all fairness, I would love to say that we were one of the best, but in all fairness I don't know that you can put us up there because we lost the game. There's a lot of undefeated seasons, but I do think you could make the argument that at the end of the year, we were really hot and we peaked at the right time. So in that form, I can agree with that point, Coach. And the other thing that I want to mention that I think is really important is I think the team was special because the Tuesday morning in February meant almost as much to us as 8 o'clock on January 8th in the Orange Bowl. And it's hard, it's so hard to get there. And we were growing and growing with that. But we were constantly encouraging each other that, dude, at 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning in February, this has to be as important as the national championship for us to get to the national championship. And we had played that game over and over and over and over and over again in our minds by me telling Spikes and Spikes telling me and Major Wright and Joe Hayden and Cooper telling one another, like, watch, this is the national championship. Get on the line and race me. And if I win, I'm the champion. And we were so competitive all the time that honestly, Coach thought most of the time we were going to get hurt. And sometimes there was people getting hurt because we competed all the time at everything. And it finally got to the point where Coach wouldn't even let us do 7-on-7 against each other in the summer because he was so nervous about people getting hurt. But I think that level of intensity was it. People say, is it determination? Was it perseverance? Is it leadership? And I would sum it up to say that team cared a whole lot. We just cared, I think, more than most other teams, most other people.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.